Guys have lost on defense, but how do you feel like you guys will be able to kind of fill in for the guys who won't be here this year?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the same situation that happened last year. We don't lose anybody. We just reload, and I'm confident in the guys that we have. A lot of young experience, and looking forward to it.
I mean, you look at the first game you played, I mean, there's not a whole lot of margin for error early on for you guys to kind of get up to speed to replace those guys. Is that something that drives you this spring and drives you in fall practice?
Absolutely. Coach Sweeney has been taking our core values into account going into the spring, just getting back to the basics and knowing how important knowledge is of the game and team chemistry. And we're really starting to buy into that. And everyone just taking accountability and knowing their assignment will definitely pay off in the long run.
What's the value of the knowledge that you have what you need here in this team, in this program, to compete at the highest level, to play for a national championship because you just did? What's the value in knowing that you have that ability?
Knowledge is power, and Coach Sweeney's not asking for it, he's demanding it. And he's going to play the guys that know what to do. And if you want to play, then you're going to know what to do.
How is this offseason different for you, knowing that you've got the edge at that nickel Sam spot?
Not too much different. I'm competing as if I'm not a starter. I've been waiting a long time. I've been very patient, and I'm just really fortunate that it's here. I know that the opportunity is in front of me, and I just got to grasp it.
Coach Sweeney did talk to us earlier about that there's more competitive depth out there, that you guys are really going to push each other this spring, maybe unlike some other springs here on defense. Have you seen that already?
Oh, absolutely. We have so many DBs that are making competitive plays. A lot of DBs out here today were making competitive plays. It's just good to see everyone competing against each other, making each other stronger. Can
you see how, I mean, obviously losing 3/4 of the starters from last year, people are going to point to that area, but you feel like that area will be just as strong or could be as strong?
Just as strong, if not stronger. Just the chemistry that we're developing this spring, carrying over to the summer. We know, going to a national championship and losing a national championship, we know what we need to do to get back and win it. And we just, taking a loss like that is not something you forget. You think about it every night, every day, and it's really put a chip on everyone's shoulder just to go out there every day and give it all you got.
Are you working on special teams at all?
Yeah, probably all special teams. So I got in where I fit in last year. I didn't play that much on defense, so I blossomed where I was planted, and I made the most of my opportunities.
How much emphasis are you guys putting on special teams, knowing what happened in the national championship and all last season?
You would imagine a lot, and it is a lot. We've had a lot of coaches been doing a lot of coaching, a lot of teaching, a lot of fundamental drills, and we know how important special teams are. As far as kickoff coverage to kickoff return, which both hurt us in the national championship. So we know how important special teams is, and I think everyone's taking that into account.
Coach Venables said he thought last year you might have been the most talented guy in that linebacking core, but that you needed to kind of learn how to work at that level of the guys who were getting all the playing time. What did last season kind of teach you going through that, and how do you feel like your game is, or that maybe that work ethic has gotten different this year?
Just playing behind Travis Blanks. He's a veteran of the game. He's a student of the game, and I've learned so much from him just about work ethic, film study, putting in work after practice. I just can't leave here and go home and not open up my book. I have to put in hours and just dedicate myself to film work. Film is key to the game because it allows you to have knowledge. And going into this spring, I understand that now. And having Coach Venables coach me, he has very little room for error. And me being the starter now, I don't want to let anyone down, nor myself.
You're one of the older guys on this very young defense now. Are you having to take a leadership role and kind of coach these guys out?
Yeah, I am. Ben Bower being the senior and me being the next oldest guy on the team is not weird, but it's just kind of like because usually I'm like the jokey kind of guy, serious, but I like to joke around. But now, me being the older guy, I do have to step into a leadership role. And I think I bring a lot of good chemistry to the linebacking core, and a lot of guys trust me, and they meet them, seeing me taking the leadership role on. I think it gives them a sense of respect for me.
What have you seen out of Chad Smith, Shaq Smith, and Trey Lamar since they've been on campus?
Very competitive, very committed guys. They want to be great. They love to put in work. They ask a lot of questions. There's definitely going to be 3 special guys here in the future.
Dorian, how good does it feel to finally be in a position where you could be atop the depth chart, where you could be in a starting role?
It feels really good. Patience is a virtue, and I've been patient long enough, and my time is here. I'm ready to seize my opportunity, and the best is yet to come.
It seems to me like last year, whether it was special teams or wherever you got to play, you made a lot of plays in a little bit of time. How much do you feel like your experience in those areas last year can help prepare you now for this year?
I'm definitely happy with the snaps I got last year, although they weren't ideal for me. I made the most of them, and it's definitely a confidence booster for me, just playing at a high level and making plays at a high level, and it just kind of lets me know I can do it, you know what I mean? So it's definitely, if anything, just confidence. So whenever I do get out there, it's not going to be my first rodeo. I know what to expect as far as tendencies or formations or whatever it may be. I'm just a lot more comfortable.
Second straight year here, you guys are replacing, almost your entire defense in terms of your starting lineup. How crucial is it for veterans like you to really now take on these leadership roles and really bring younger guys along?
It's very important, and the guys before us, they did a great job instilling hard work,